right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. It is time for another video, and so say hello to Ren and Stimpy, Powder Toast Man, Login TV, and let's get started. If you're not subscribed to the KnivesFAST channel, check it out, guys. We have a lot of fun, and we do a lot of goofing off around here. Now, this community is about knives, of course, but it's about people. And so I started, this is the second installation of a video. Installation? I keep doing that. The second installment of a video I'm calling Viewers Pick 5. First was Andrew Hobbert. Andrew did his, and now I have asked our buddy Tim B if he would do the same. Now, the whole premise is you guys watch the live streams, you watch what I'm doing all the time, you know what knives I end up with, you know what knives I like, and basically I'm just asking people to pick 5 knives that mean something from my collection that I can show to people and then talk about why that means a lot to you. Now, Tim, I'm telling you guys, Tim wrote quite a bit here. So we'll read it because it's good. He really did think through this. Now, his premise, what he wrote here is, I've been thinking about my viewers' top 5. And then he said, over the years, KC and the KnivesFAST community have meant a great deal to me. It's provided me copious amounts of entertainment, laughs, and fun. For that, I'm forever grateful. As a salute to the channel and what it has provided to me, I've decided to make the theme of my selections friendship. Now I want to explain why it happened. I happened to stumble upon KnivesFAST and Casey a couple years ago when he was having a live stream, and at that time there were only about 20 or 30 people in the stream, and that is exactly true. We started with very few people in the stream, and now we're up 80, 90, 100 in a stream every week, which is crazy. Everyone was so welcoming and accepting. Someone new, when someone new stepped into the stream, I quickly made friends, shared opinions, and had many laughs. He's saying that was mid-October of 2020. That is cool. So on that live, Casey was showing off a Finch 1929. Let's see, do I have one sitting here? Of course I do. Of course. So this is my bamboo Finch 1929. And he says, Finch was totally new brand to me at the time. And of course, this was before I knew JB and the Finch fanatic, JB of Big Red EDC, of course, and the Finch fanatic that I would become. The 1929 became my first Finch in my collection. It started a love with the brand that would spiral into a massive collection, he says. That one knife helped guide me to what I now look for in quality and design. And you know what, Finch, this to me is still my number one Finch, the 1929. There is the bamboo, and here is what used to be the ghost green that is now KnivesFAST blue. He said, I'm thankful that happened, that I happened to stumble across that live stream, not only for the Finch, but because it was to blossom in so many great friendships. I now consider myself a self-proclaimed Finch flock fanatic. Finch also started my friendship with JB, Big Red EDC, and he says JB and him talk all the time, and the camaraderie shared and the love for the brand Finch. So there you go. Very, very cool how that can spin out. Now, you guys know I love the 1929. There's somebody else in the room who loves the 1929, right, Trevor? Nope, he's not listening. He's playing video games. He's not listening, but he loves his 1929. We have 3 or 4 of these and 3 1929s in the house. So that is cool. His is Black Micarta. Yep. Tim says my second selection. I got them out of order here. My second selection is the Victorinox Classic SD. Now, this is interesting because he says here in October 15th, 2020, Casey put a video about his Swiss Army collection. But actually, Tim, it was my wife's Swiss Army collection. Unless maybe I did one. I only have 2 that are mine because I've given some to her. I've given some to other people. And he says it was immediately drawn to the variety of Victorinox offered in their scales and the fun designs they offered to an EDC. So how does this fit into the friendship theme? Well, I have now used the Classic SD for many gifts since I started checking out the model. By the way, here is a Christmas one that I carry with the, it kind of looks like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree there, so we'll hold that up. It has been enjoyed by so many of my friends and family. They now carry a Classic SD, and some have even started their own little collection. While it is not the most expensive model around there, around $20. It's a knife that can bring so much joy and fun to a carry. That's what this hobby is all about, bringing smiles, laughter, and joy. Absolutely. And here's my favorite, which is I work in television, and this is the vintage color bars, vintage test pattern version. Love this knife. The Classic SD to me is one that I have to carry all the time because I'm always needing these little scissors. They are great. You have a little blade, you have a toothpick and tweezers, and yeah. I mean, it covers it. And the file, by the way, the file works. Sometimes, I don't know about you guys, I end up boogering my fingernails, like snapping them and stuff. And so that helps to file them down too. Oops. And now I dropped stuff on the floor. So that's a cool choice. Now, I looked before I came down here to do this video. Sorry. My wife has I think 17 SD Classics all over the place. I need to update. I did an update on her collection not long ago, but that is it's impressive that she has so many SD Classics. And he's right. They're $20. They work well. They're easy to carry, and you can get all kinds of crazy cool pictures and stuff on them. So why not? You know, very cool. The third choice, this is interesting, is the Microburst, the Tempest Knives Microburst. Now, what Tim says about this one is this model is not even out yet, nor have I had it in hand. But what the Microburst means to me is friendship at its best. You see, KC is a large knife guy. Yes, he is. And I'm a small knife guy, yet we are great friends. We can see each other's views and opinions. We can understand why each other enjoys, sorry, I'm looking at the computer, guys, enjoys the knives they do, and at no point do we criticize somebody for liking what we do. I mean, sure, we may make some jokes about each other. There we go. Oh, yeah, we'll play with this some more. Sure, we may make some jokes at each other, but in the end, we appreciate each other's opinions. I bugged KC for months to make a Tempest knife design a smaller knife. At first, I think he was totally against it. Yes, he was. But he started to come around a little at a time. He understood that while he was not a small knife guy, there was a reason in my logic. Yeah, because a lot of people like small knives, and I saw that. Every time I review a small knife, people go crazy over it. He appreciated and respected my opinions, and that's what it's all about. Absolutely. And Tim did start me down the road towards this for sure. And then I was able to add that nice tall blade that I like. And I think this is just going to be magic, guys. So thank you, Tim, for that. All right, let's see what's next here. So he says slip joints in general. Not everyone loves them. I was one of those guys. I thought they looked neat, but I never saw myself carrying one or spending even over $20 on one. Well, that was just before. That was before Jack Wolf Knives and BIM were introduced to me by KC, along with some other folks, of course. Since that first video, hold on, I'm gonna hold so I can look closer to the camera. Okay. Since that first video, where is it? I have wanted to get my hands on one of Ben's marvelous creations. While I admit it took me some time, I was finally able to land my first Jack Wolf. I am so happy. I have the Midnight Jack, was my first and still favorite model Jack Wolf in my collection. Now, guys, here's my Midnight Jack right there. Very cool. I love the natural micarta scales, and I absolutely love this blade. I have become a super fan of Ben and his brand. I support and promote everything he has done, and while I might not be able to add each model, you better believe that I will add every one that I am able to. My friendship with Ben has grown as well. We now talk on Reddit, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. With Jack Wolf Knives and few other makers, designers, a friendship has happened after Casey introduced me to them, showcasing their knives, having fun on a live stream or similar. This is why the Midnight Jack has to be in my top 5 viewers' picks. Very cool, Tim. Yeah, I love this knife. I love Ben is just killing it, and you're right. It is. You know, I think the same thing about the Devo knives with Kevin. These guys are friends first, and they make cool stuff second. So really, really cool. I'm going to keep these where I can go back through them at the end. We're only at 10 minutes. This isn't bad. All right. Last, but certainly not least, he says, rounding out my top 5 of Casey's collection is, oddly enough, the Brass Brigade Grant Gripper. Now, what, Tim? I've read this already, but you guys are probably like, what? Because he likes small knives. While the knife size is much too large to interest me, I love how happy this one makes Casey. He won this knife in a giveaway a while back. Yep, 4 or 5 months ago. It was a brand I had little knowledge of. When Casey IM'd me about his win, it was like a kid on Christmas morning. Yes, very, very much so. I think that is what I like about it. That is what this is all about, excuse me. The feeling we get on New Knife Day, the emotion of sharing our most recent pickup, or even sharing a pocket check on a live stream. Most of us live in a house or world where others might not be passionate about knives and everyday carry items. Yeah, right here. This knife community and friends we make in it give us a chance and an outlet to share our excitement. Bam! This is a huge component of friendship. While I may not share his love for the size of this knife, I am thrilled that this knife is in his collection. It means so much to him, and he enjoys it. Yep, you got it. This is a fantastic knife, and I thank you for putting it in there. And then he says, so as you can see, all of my choices have been small stories that have blossomed into tremendous friendships. I am forever grateful, Casey. Man, Tim, means a lot. Not only for your friendship, but also for the hard times you and the channel have helped me through. Guys, if you don't know, Tim's gone through quite a bit. And it's fun to watch him perk up and have fun and have something to look forward to. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Really appreciate you, Tim. It is easy to take for granted friendships we have, the laughs we share, the memories we make together. I'm certainly grateful for you, my friend. Cheers. Very nice. So that is 2 really, really excellent looks at some knives from my collection. Now let's go back through his top 5. Of course, he had the Finch 1929. We're going to give you the one in KnivesFAST Blue. Then he had SD Classics. And like I said, these are absolutely great little knives to have. Not offensive to anyone, and you can get all kinds of designs for a very low price. The Microburst, Tempest Microburst, coming in January, hopefully, to a pre-order. And then hopefully by the end, let's see. Yeah, end of March, early April. I hope to have these in your hands, guys. That is the hope. Again, plans can change, but that's where we're at. Thank you, Tim, for that. And then, of course, Jack Wolf knives. You got to love, you don't have to, but I love the Midnight Jack. Is absolutely one of my top 2 or 3. I got to rank them at some point, and I'm having a hard time doing that because I like all of them. I mean, I'm not kidding you. He knocks it out of the park every time. And then there's this beast. I mean, this thing is fantastic, and I like what Tim said. It's not all about us. It's about other members of the community, and it brings Tim joy that this one brings me joy. And I think that's what we got to do, guys. I say this all the time. If you don't like the knife I'm reviewing, look at another review, wait a little while, watch a live stream. There are so many options. If you don't like expensive knives, there are tons of budget knives. If you don't like budget knives, there are tons of expensive knives. If you don't like sheep's foot or Warncliffs or whatever, and then there's drop points and clip points, and there's, you name it. And I think it's important that we all respect each other and we respect the things that other people like. And if we don't like them, it's okay, you know, and you know, but they're there for everyone. And every video isn't going to be for you, and every knife isn't going to be for you, but it's important that you're there for the members of the community that do like these things. And I think Tim has done a fantastic job of wording that and pointing that out. So thank you, Tim. All right, guys, I've got to figure out who's next. I've been kind of behind, and I'll get something out to somebody soon, and we'll figure out what's next. But that's 2 in the books for viewers pick 5. Let me know what you think of this one, guys. How did Tim do? What do you think of do you still like this idea? I think this is a way to interact with you guys, a way to talk about the community, for me to actually talk longer than 10 minutes. We're at almost 15. Give me some things to talk about, and I think it's pretty cool. So we'll do these. I don't know if we'll do them every week because, like I said, I'm a little behind right now. getting with people and getting it set up. But we'll do that. We'll get the next person worked up and ready to go, and then we'll go from there. So give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And thank you guys for all your support, for your friendships, for who each and every one of you are. It's important. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.